Hey, what's up? It's your boy Shane. I'm here with Ira Soul, R&B singer.
It's good, man.
Yeah. So how you been, Ira?
Man, you know me, man, just grinding, man. You know, working on finishing up the mixtape. I got the album on Amazon.com, which is called Soulful Hip Hop. Y'all go cop that. Check out my videos on YouTube. Check them out. Let me know what y'all think. I appreciate the love, as always.
Okay, Ira, how long you been doing music?
Well, I started off singing when I was like real young. I started off at around 7 years old. Like I picked it up from my father. You know what I'm saying? You know, my father ain't famous, but I used to just hear him singing around the house a lot. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to pick it up and do my thing. I didn't really take singing serious, so I was maybe like about 15 years old. And that's when I got my start in the church, living out in Youngstown, Ohio.
Okay.
And I started singing in the choir and stuff.
Yeah. So like, how do you describe your sound?
More like a mature R&B feel, like more mature.
So more kind of like adult contemporary? Yeah,
you can say that. More adult contemporary R&B.
Yeah.
You know, more like a. See, I'm more like a 90s feel R&B. I'm just like the 90s R&B. That's what I want to try to bring back. That feel good R&B that we had back in the 90s. You know, when you had like Jodeci and Boyz II Men and all the groups. You know, all the real singers. You know, I mean, today's R&B is cool, but it's not like what it used to be in the early 80s, the late 80s, early 90s. You know, I want to try to bring that back. You know, bring that feeling back.
Okay, elaborate on that a little bit more. Like, who are some of the artists that you really looked up to from the 90s, and like, you know, tell me a little bit more about how you feel about the R&B today.
In the 90s, you know, I came up like listening to a lot of, I ain't gonna lie, Tevin Campbell was that dude.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tevin Campbell was that dude. He was young, but the thing of it is, he didn't sound like he was 15 years old. He sounded like he was an adult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jodeci, definitely Jodeci. You had groups like UNV, old school UNV. You had To The Extreme, and then you had Portrait. All the great '90s groups. The only thing, you know, Levert, definitely.
Yeah.
But like I said before, Boyz II Men.
Guy.
Yeah, definitely. Yup.
Blackstreet. Man.
Blackstreet. You know, Al B. Shore. You had Al B. Shore doing this thing. You had Bobby Brown. You had real music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my take on today's R&B is, I love today's R&B, but my problem is using too much effect and too much auto-tune instead of using your real voice in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That auto-tune, it's cool to use it sometimes on songs, but not every single song, you know?
Have you ever used it?
Yeah, I actually have, like on my album, I used it like 3 times. Like my song Should've Never Let Me Go.
Yeah.
People notice the auto-tune. People ask me, can I sing that song without auto-tune? Yeah, I can sing that song without auto-tune. You know what I'm saying? I've used it on my song Switching, and I used some of it on The Ghetto.
Oh, I like that song.
Yeah, that's my cut too, man. I figured I write something positive for the album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my album is kind of like a old school 90s feel, you know, meeting hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because basically it was just R&B meeting hip hop productions. That's why I titled it Soulful Hip Hop. Okay,
and like, where can people find you at? Like your Twitter, YouTube?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You can definitely follow me on Twitter. Follow me on twitter.com/Ira Soul. You can hit me up on myspace.com. I have 2 pages. You can hit me up with my real name, which is Ira Watkins, and there's also an Ira Soul Facebook. You can hit me up on MySpace. I ain't been on MySpace in a minute, but you can hit me up, add me as a friend. I'll definitely accept your friend request.
Yeah. You know, thank you for your time.
Appreciate it, man.
It's Ira Soul.
Yes, sir.
Peace.